And today's video is about when you play with his hair. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And let's get going. You stand in the cozy living room. The warm glow of the fire casting dancing shadows on the walls. Bakugou sits on the couch, his intense gaze fixed on the book in his hand. You can't help but smile at the sight of him, the soft light highlighting his features in a way that makes your heart flutter. "Hey, Katsuki," you say, walking over to him. He looks up, a small smirk raising his lips. "What do you want, loser?" You roll your eyes playfully, swatting his arm. "I just wanted to be near you," you say, leaning down to press a tender kiss to his cheeks. He grumbles something under his breath, but doesn't protest as you settle beside him on the couch. You reach up, running your fingers through his spiky blonde hair, eliciting a contented sigh from him. "You know, I really could get used to this," he murmurs, tilting his head back to give you a better access. You chuckle softly, enjoying the rare moment of peace between the two of you. Bakugou was usually so intense, so focused on his training and hero work. But now, somehow, he really wasn't like that, and it was very rare to have moments like this with him. "You should actually just let me do this more often. I mean, if it brings you peace and it makes me happy, then what do we both lose?" And honestly, you look so cozy like this. You tease him, trailing your fingers tightly along his scalp. He lets out a low hum of approval, his eyes slipping closed as he leans into your touch. "As long as you don't mess up," he grumbles, though his tone was more playful than serious. You continue to card your fingers through his hair, enjoying the feeling of closeness that reminds you why you fell in love with him in the first place. The way he lets his guard down around you, the way he trusts you completely, was something that you could never get used to. "I love you, Katsuki," you whisper, pressing a kiss to the top of his head. He cracks open his eyes, giving you a small, lopsided grin. Yeah, I love you too, idiot," he says, pulling you closer until you're wrapped in his arms. As you sit together in front of the fire, the crackling flames casting a warm glow over the room, you can't help but feel grateful for the simple moments of happiness that you share with Bakugou. And as you continue to play with his hair, you know that no matter what challenges the future may bring, as long as you have each other, you can face anything together. As you run your fingers through Bakugou's hair, you feel the tension melting away from his body. It was as if your touch has the power to soothe even the fiercest of flames within him. You revel in the feeling of his soft locks between your fingers, enjoying the intimacy of this quiet moment together. Bakugou lets out a contented sigh, his arms tightening around you as he nuzzles closer. "You're too damn good at this," he murmurs, his voice low and husky. You smile, feeling a warm feeling of affection spread through your chest. "Practice makes perfect." You tease him, pressing another kiss to his temple. He huffs a laugh, the sound vibrating against your chest. "Oh well, keep practicing then," he says, his voice stained with amusement. You oblige, continuing to play with his hair as you both sit in silence. The only sounds were the crackling of the fire and the occasional page turn from Bakugou's book. A peaceful moment, one that you wish could last more. But eventually, reality intrudes in the form of Bakugou's stomach growling loudly. You laugh, pulling away from him to stand up. "Well, I'll go make us something to eat," you say, ruffling his hair affectionately. He grumbles something about being perfectly capable of cooking for himself, but you can see the hint of a smile playing at the corners of his lips. With one last glance, you head toward the kitchen, your heart full of love. for the fury hero who has stolen your heart. In the kitchen, you rummage through the cabinets, searching for ingredients to whip up a quick meal. Despite Bakugou's protest about being capable of cooking, you know that he appreciates it when you cook for him like this. As you chop vegetables and sizzle them in the pan, the aroma of the food fills the air, mixing with the scent of the crackling fire from the living room. It was a very comforting atmosphere, and it was one that makes you feel grateful for the simple joys of home and love. Before long, you're setting a steaming plate of food down on the coffee table in front of Bakugou. He looks up from his book, his eyes lighting up at the sight of the meal that you prepared. "Damn, you really outdid yourself this time," he says, digging into the food with appreciation. You smile, taking a seat beside him on the couch. "Well, I'm glad you like it." "I never said I liked it, though." He teased you, and you hit him playfully. The two of you then eat in comfortable silence, occasionally exchanging small talk about your day. It was nothing extraordinary, just the ordinary rhythm of your life together. But you wouldn't have it any other way. After dinner, you clean up together, washing dishes and tidying up the kitchen. It was a chore, but one that feels oddly satisfying when you're doing it together. Once everything was in order, you returned to the living room, where Bakugou was now stretched out on the couch, his book forgotten on the coffee table. He pats the empty space beside him, a silent invitation for you to join him. You accept gladly, curling up beside him on the couch as he wraps an arm around you. The fire casts a warm glow over the room, bathing the two of you in its gentle light. As you settle in for the evening, you can't help but feel grateful for the simple pleasures of home and love. In Bakugou's arms, surrounded by warmth and affection, you know that you have everything you need to be happy. And as you drift off into sleep, you know that tomorrow will bring new adventures and challenges. But as long as you have each other, you can face them together no matter what, just like you always have. As the night wears on, you both find yourselves drifting off into sleep, wrapped in each other's arms. The crackling of the fire lulls you into a peaceful slumber, and you dream of a future that was filled with memories like this. Simple, yet profoundly meaningful. Moments that were shared with the person that you love most, which was Bakugou. Thank you guys for listening. Hope you liked this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And goodbye.